moment where Dom realized to himself that he didn't actually activate the Kraken Boss mod, and it turns out that the Kraken is actually just inside the game files, which is something I did not expect when I started this video. So, as some of you may or may not know, the Kraken is coming to Ark Survival Ascended later this year with the Genesis Part 1 DLC. You may have seen that in some of my recent videos, and on the screen I'm sure you will see the photo of it, comparing it to the size of what a survivor is going to be to the Kraken in the game. Now, this is going to be a really cool new addition because, as a lot of you guys know, this is going to be a pirate-inspired Genesis 1 DLC, and we will be sailing the seas in the DLC while there is a potential Kraken that can attack us. Now, this Kraken is the Paleo Octopus, and while some people were a little bit sad that they thought the Paleo Octopus was going to be a lot different, it's been redefined to become the Kraken. So today, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be taking a look at the Kraken, which I think the one we're taking a look today has been imported from Atlas. We know that's been a major thing talked about in the ARK community recently, that, you know, at this moment in time, especially for the Astraeos map, that they're, you know, using the assets from Atlas, and there's been a bit of a discussion about it with Nakatas and everything like that. But if you guys enjoyed today's video, drop a like, subscribe. We're going to be exploring what it's going to be like to have the Kraken in game. Now, by the way, I don't think this Kraken is going to be the one in Ark Survival Ascended with the Paleo Octopus. I think the Paleo Octopus is actually going to be completely designed from scratch by Studio Wildcard. If I'm wrong, then I'll be a bit sad because I wouldn't want just the Atlas one. But the Atlas one is still really cool. I never really got to play with it because I didn't really play that much Atlas. So what we're going to do is we are going to jump into the water because I think that's obviously going to be the best way. We're probably going to get attacked by Megalodons. We're going to go to dinos, and as you can see, you can spawn in the Kraken. You can spawn in the Kraken tentacle, and I don't really know the difference, but this one seems to be the alpha one. So we're going to summon it and see if it works. It doesn't even look like it's worked. We might need to be further down into the water right now, and let's see if that is going to work. Let's see if we need to... No, maybe that one isn't the one, because sometimes they're not actually the one. Summon? Unless it just doesn't... I'm wondering if it needs more space, or like in some deeper water, or that this is just completely the mod. I don't even know, because apparently it's a boss battle, so I don't really know how it's meant to work. Right, so summon. I mean, I don't know the difference of what it's going to be summoning a tentacle. Whoa! That was a bit of a jump scare. Summon tamed. It was at this moment where Dom realized to himself that he didn't actually activate the Kraken Boss mod, and it turns out that the Kraken is actually just inside the game files, which is something I did not expect when I started this video, that I was actually going to find the pathway for the Kraken, which has made me think that in the future, unless this is Atlas, which I don't think it is, we could actually be seeing a Kraken boss. And I don't know whether just now I have solved a massive mystery while I was meant to be using a mod dino that wasn't even in the game. So if this is correct, I'm about to go into Gaia admin commands again, which, by the way, for anyone asking, that is the mod menu I use. So many people say, is this a new update to Ark Survival Ascended? No, it is Gaia admin commands. It's amazing. You should download it. It's great. So if I go into this now and I go to dinos and I click load dinos and I type in Kraken and there's a different Kraken, it actually means that there's some version of a Kraken inside the game already, because I didn't have the mod installed. So yeah, and do you know what I've just realized here? Wildcard added this to the game by accident before, right? And it has game/mods/Astraeos/ASICs core blueprints, and there's a Kraken tentacle, but one of them is beta and alpha. So this is official stuff. And then here, this is the one which is the mod. So there is actually a Kraken boss which potentially could be coming to Astraeos through the official game of so we're gonna potentially see for the next Astraeos update the Kraken. There's 20% still to go, so as a boss reuse from Atlas, it looks like we are actually getting, and I just found this out in the video, which is absolutely crazy. So the reason these ones weren't spawning in is because they got removed from the game. So actually, if I managed to jump in before that update, when the update was first launched, there's a chance I might have seen an early version of it, and I'm so sad that I missed out on that. But either way, today we're here to check out the modded version, and this, by the way, so it does look like we're getting the Atlas Kraken, and then the Paleo Octopus is going to be a similar version to that, and it's going to be a boss. Because if we actually come to the map, if you go over this way, we'll check out the Kraken in a second, but I just wanted to show you where I think it's going to be from what I know. So if we go this way from the new Pyranthos, and fly all the way over here, let's quickly see if we can get over it. And you come over here to the floaty islands over here. If we come over this, if I'm correct, I don't think I'm wrong, but I think this is where you will find your next 20% of the Astraeos map. You see floaty islands. This is a better view at it. You can kind of see a little bit about what's going on over there. You can even see a temple building, and this will be the last 20%. Now, when that update drops is when I expect to see the Kraken Boss launching with Astraeos. It literally says it in the game files, and I am super excited about the idea of having that in the game. I can't believe, we saw it in the patch notes ages ago, but then when they announced the Kraken, I thought that was the version, the Paleo Octopus, but clearly I was wrong. So let's see what happens when we summon the Kraken Boss. And is this going to be completely broken? Is this going to be completely broken? Does it have to actually be, do you have to, it's probably you actually have to be in the actual arena, don't you? Or do you think this is just a broken Kraken mod? Which would just be so funny if it is. Can this thing even attack? Like, obviously I'm in creative mode, but I don't know if the model is just completely broken, or it's the fact that I have to go into an actual boss fight for it. So if I red gun it, you get 25 element, but it just dies like that. Oh, don't tell me that it's just not updated. So I actually found the patch note that Studio Wildcard took down, and it says removed unreleased Astraeos Kraken Box related items. So that's when everyone was kind of like, what, the Kraken's coming. And then that same night, Studio Wildcard posted, well, that same day, they posted release the Kraken, which was an early community crunch, and I think that kind of took everyone's mind away from realizing, hey, wait a second, maybe that's what the Kraken was. But actually, we were so wrong, because it is actually there's going to be both, which is super exciting. I did go over to the island to see if I could see if it was only an island boss or something, but I think that mod is like 9 to 10 months out of date or something, and I just don't think anything's happening with it. But I'm super excited to see. We're going to ghost mode our way and see how close we can get to the upcoming island. But I'm super excited to see what's to come, you know, and, you know, this map, Astraeos, for me, has just been one of the best maps we could have asked for. And I know there had been issues with it and all of that stuff. There always had been, you know, that's always been something that Astraeos, because it had been so big, you know, there was issues with it. But to be fair, for me, it's actually been running okay, and I'm really happy with it, to be fair. So we're gonna see if we can now fly our way over through and trying not to like kill our survivor, but it looks like if we're doing this, we're gonna have to be in water, because you can't actually use the Gaia admin commands while I know I could use other commands, but let's just try here, and we're right up to the edge of the map. So if we now try and use the ghost mode, I don't know if it's gonna instantly just, is that gonna work? It's so annoying how you can't. So ghost mode, let's see if I can. There we go, we're through. So now we can fly up, and we're now through. So I don't know how far it's gonna let us actually go to venture off to see a lot of this stuff. But I do think it will probably kick us very soon. But I just wanted to see like kind of a first look before it disables us. Or will it disable us? Wow. We've got quite far already. This is good. Can we get to this? Or is it gonna... Oh. So this is gonna be one of the temples in the new area. Can we see on the map where we are? Oh, can we get up here? Please, 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 please. I want to see what's through here. Whoa. I mean, this is like kind of an early preview right now of what's to come. And I'm wondering if this is going to be the area where we can actually summon the Kraken Boss. I mean, obviously this is early and like nothing's been updated with this so far, but this is super cool. Look at this. This is kind of what we've got so far, and there's even stuff down there. Wow. I mean, this is the power of ghost mode, right, in ARK. Like, you can get to... some Wildcard normally block you off from doing it, but from this, we're actually managing to see stuff without... I mean, I didn't want to get too greedy with it, but it looks like we're managing to be over on this island without it booting us away. We have to be very careful because it eventually might do. But this is like... I feel like I'm in Pandora or something. Is there going to be... Is there more over on this side? How much have we explored? There's the map. And apparently it's only... So apparently it's only 20% left. So I do think this is probably all of it. Like, Pyranthos was like the biggest one. I was just making sure we'd like explored the whole thing. But this looks like... Well, there's even a little bridge down here. I mean, I don't think we're going to be able to land with that. If we can try... I don't think it's going to let us, but it may despawn us as we land on the ground. But there's quite a lot here to look at, isn't there? Like, as like an early access already, like a way through to the water. Is there another statue through here? I was going to see. I'm going to test now to see what happens if it lets us drop here or not. It actually does. So we're currently in the unreleased land of Astraeos, which is super cool. I mean, and then I'm wondering where, somewhere around this point, you will be able to summon the Kraken Boss, and I do think it will be at the top there. Is this a little spot we haven't had a look at yet? Looks like there's some stuff down here, but it looks very, very unfinished. Well, there we go. You got the full Astraeos experience now, and this is what it will look like when the map launches. I think it's going to be super cool. I'm really excited. I don't know the name of it or anything like that, but who knows? Very soon, the Kraken is going to be available to you guys. And if you did enjoy today's video, make sure to drop a like and subscribe because I am super excited. And by the way, all of this that we've looked at so far is subject to change. I mean, it looks beautiful from up here, right? But all of this is going to have an insanely big update. I have no idea when this Astraeos, the final update will be, but it's going to be happening at some point. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching today's video. Today was an insane, exciting experience. I'd never flown over to here before, and we found out about the Kraken. Catch you guys in the next one.